Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you. Before we begin, a quick request. Please rename yourselves with your full name because this will help our team to identify you and follow up with you after the session. Thank you. Can you all please change your name into your full name because it would be easy for us to identify you and follow up you after this session. Thank you. So let's begin this session. So today we have a session for our MSc Applied AI. And also, I just want to give you a brief introduction that AI is now no longer just a future concept. It has become a powerful technology driving innovation across industries. Today, all the organizations are looking for professionals who can understand AI concepts and apply them to solve real world challenges. At IIT, through our MSc Applied AI program, we aim to equip professionals with the knowledge and practical skills required to succeed in this rapidly evolving AI driven world. So, today we are honored to have with us Dr. Van Veerasinghage. Just a minute. Dr. Van Veerasinghage, the Dean of the Research Unit at IIT. Dr. Van brings extensive academic and research experience in computing and emerging technologies. And we also joined by Ms. Shadia, the course leader of MSc Applied AI at the Informatics Institute of Technology, which she will be there to give you answers for your questions and questions that you have regarding your MSc programs. So without further delays, I would like to invite Dr. Van Veerasinghe to take over the session.
Thank you, Piara. And can someone unmute and let me know whether I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
And that the slide is visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Right. Okay. So let's, as Piara mentioned, what this session is about is using AI to solve real-world problems. For many years, in fact, many decades, we have been developing AI AI techniques. And as you know, over the last few years, we have suddenly this amazing array of tools at our fingertips. And now is the time to create value using AI. You may not know, but many of the AI companies currently who are developing the technology are actually not sustainable. But those companies that are employing AI to solve real world problems, they are the ones that are succeeding. So to make this session a little more interactive, I have a QR code here. Those of you who know Slido, you can just head over to slido.com, slido.com, and either you can scan this QR code or simply type in it'll ask you for a number for a room. And in that number, you can type today's date, which is 28, instead of 07, 28, 7, 26. So 28726. And you will see an interface that has two tabs. One is Q&A and one is polls. So the idea is that as I speak and as you think of asking questions, you don't wait till the end. Whatever question that comes to your mind, you type in the Q&A. And if you see someone else's question and you really like it, you can upvote it. Or you can type your own question. So I hope that's clear, and let's get started. And to start off, uh, I want to start off with a poll, and that is asking you what is one problem in your workplace, industry, or community that you wish could be solved better. Okay, so we are all about trying to solve problems. Um, and so uh, you can type in the poll one problem in your workplace or industry or community that you think could be solved better than it is currently. So in other words, a currently unsolved problem. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. So with this uh, problems in our minds, the value of AI is not how impressive it sounds, but what outcomes it creates for people, organizations, and communities. So we are trying to see how we can get from intelligent ideas to measurable impact. In case you couldn't join the Slido yet, you can go to slido.com, either scan this QR code or just go to slido.com and just type this number when it asks for a channel. It's 28726. So that is 28 July is 7. Instead of 2026, we just put 26. So 28 7 26. Maybe I will type it in the chat so everybody sees. Yeah, some people have already given their ideas, but I'd like to see a few more. It doesn't matter which industry sector you are in, um, whether you're in the tech sector or whether you're in um manufacturing, logistics, whatever, telecoms. Yeah. So, yeah. So there's one idea, the waste management problem. Yes. Uh, that's a really important problem. Time taken for testing code. So that's from the software engineering side. Meeting deadlines. That's something all of us can identify with. Build one platform for all departments. Okay, that seems to be coming from some frustration from uh, different departments doing different things. Deep contextual understanding. So that's more of a generic problem. Root cause analysis of production issues of systems. RCA, yes, that will be really nice. Somebody has said your mom. Yeah, that requires a particular kind of AI. And then we have many uh, single word contributions. Okay, so maybe we will start talking about some of these things. Again, I want to remind you that you can go to the other tab, which is the Q&A tab, and type any question at any point. Right. So, what is so today's talk is about, as I said, solving real world problems using AI rather than trying to build AI. There are lots of companies who are building that need to build AI is not so much as the number of companies that are needed to use AI to solve some real world problem. So we're going to talk about how do we get from ideas to impact. Um, I think you have seen these figures like the projected contribution of AI to the global economy by 2030 is like mind-boggling, staggering amounts these are. And it's really hard to kind of uh, wrap our heads around this. But I think a key um, uh, insight is that this AI is already embedded in many things we do, um, very often without even knowing. And so today, if we had a bit of time to ask from you, it would have been good, like things like recommendations. I mean, that's like a common thing. The movies you watch, the songs you listen to, the things you buy online, everything is based on an AI technology called the recommendation systems, uh, fraud detection, spam filtering, several things in that domain related to outlier and anomaly detection, denial of service, so all these things. And navigation and traffic prediction, and so this is a big area that all of us today use. Very few of us today ask for addresses. We rather ask for a location. Customer support assistance, increasingly we see these. So we don't have to wait till the morning to call a number and ask someone for some customer support. We can talk to a virtual agent, medical image analysis. So a lot of medical applications, um, including analysis of X-rays and MRIs. Um, and then also, of course, routinely demand forecasting is like something that is behind many companies' operations. So how do these things happen? They happen through data that uh, leads to patterns, and those patterns lead to insights, to decisions that finally affect um, what we do. So if you look at how AI started, this is started very long ago in the lab, in research, and many techniques for uh, um, doing applying intelligence to problems over the last over 50 years. And then some of those made it through into the world of prototypes. And so people started using these for little tasks. And then some of that made it up into being deployed. And over many years, some of those technologies have become impactful. And so something like recommendation systems has evolved over many generations of AI to what it is now. And today, some of these are able to keep us engaged in ways that may be not in the best interest, right? So if you hooked onto any social media, you will realize that uh, under that engine, there's a lot of AI that is going to predict the content that is going to keep you glued on it for as long as possible. So this uh, in terms of keeping you engaged, some of these technologies have become really effective. Uh, in terms of trying to predict user behavior, trying to predict purchasing trends and so on, we are still seeing things developing. So today I won't put this other Slido poll, but that was to get your ideas to see which of these areas that we see today uh, will impact the industry that you are involved in the next 5 years. So you can, of course, type it in the chat if you think that uh, if you think this is the industry that is going to really be make a difference, or this is the AI that is going to really impact the industry I'm in, then you're welcome to type that in the chat. Okay, so these are, as I said, examples in healthcare. We will take one of these examples um, just to show what has happened over the last few years in it. But healthcare, you have heard of drug discovery, diagnostics, personalized medicine has been talked about a lot. Not practiced yet, and not in this part of the world, not yet a reality. And yet there are other parts of the world where these are now practiced. Finance fraud detection is obviously one of the things, and in the context of the several scams that have happened recently to banks as well as government organizations, uh, that this is a huge problem. Algorithmic trading. So today, most brokers are replaced with algorithms for trading. Credit scoring is an old application, uh, uh, and implementing that in any organization is now completely streamlined so that you can figure out who you want to trust to give a loan or to have a credit line with. Education, um, we see lots of platforms that support adaptive learning. I think the Khan Academy is one of those places that really practice this, and also intelligent tutoring. In agriculture, again, we have uh, lots of issues in this country that we can still solve. uh, Precision farming, well, even before precision farming, we see already some hydroponic applications in Sri Lanka where the nutrients are controlled all electronically so that the fruit production, everything is kind of very, very uniform. But we still see that there are other applications. For instance, every season you hear an abundance and overproduction of a particular uh, crop and underproduction of others. So that requires kind of macro level predictions and macro level recommendations. So crop yield prediction, how can you predict what your yield is going to be based on the sunlight and the water, the rain, and so on. Law and justice, lots of interest in this, and uh, uh, today, unless you, because this is a classic application, lawyers need to know precedents, they need to know a lot of cases, and it's really hard to go there. So case-based reasoning has been there for a while now. And today, contract analysis, uh, case prediction, even judgment prediction. Um, and this is really important because it's, unlike medicine, it's much more country specific. Smart cities, we see we are all, I think, victims of the traffic snarls that we see on a daily basis. And if we and with apps like Google Maps, we can actually see that other areas where there is less traffic and where we could have turned off. Some of us use this so that we avoid traffic, but others of us, if we switch it on too late, maybe we are stuck in traffic and we see how other people uh, have avoided it. Energy with the car, with the EV revolution now, it's really easy to see how much energy we will need to uh, power up a car or a home or or office or even a data center. So these are all lots of applications in uh, different uh, diverse uh, industries. I wanted to just focus on one of these, uh, something that has really revolutionized the medicine, and that's uh, the protein structure prediction problem. All of us inside our bodies, what really uh, happens inside each of our cells is that we have the DNA that is able to produce the proteins that do most of the work. And so it turned out that proteins, though we think in terms of a long strand of DNA, like ACTG sequences, in fact, these are not sequences. They coil in various ways to form structures which determine what the function of each of these proteins is. And so this was a 50-year grand challenge, and uh, you know, all the big players like Pfizer and I mean the commercial companies as well as uh, Mayo Clinic and all these big players were trying to crack this problem. Once you know the DNA sequence, how do you produce, how do you figure out the 3D structure of protein? And once you know that, you can a whole new door opens. And OpenAI, sorry, not OpenAI, DeepMind was a startup in London many years ago. They sought to set their minds on uh, some of these hard problems. And to cut a long story short, the solution, the first year they took part in this challenge, they managed to do much better than every single other protein folding uh, um, algorithm that was there. And so the technology was there, but uh, what you could do with it is still to be realized. So DeepMind has made AlphaFold available publicly, and several other uh, uh, genomic tools, Alpha Genome, Alpha Missense, things like this. And what they can do, people are only now beginning to explore. Okay, so I want to, at this point, open uh, a small poll. Which area do you believe AI will create the greatest positive impact in over the next few years? So I've given a few um, I've given a few areas, and I've allowed you to specify up to two of them, up to two. Uh, um, so you will see altogether 6 areas. You can just suggest one, but if you want, you can also suggest two. Uh, let's see. So this is we are trying to see in our collective intelligence, in our wisdom of the masses, what we think is an area where AI will create the greatest impact. Now I'm making it very clear, specific that we want to see the greatest positive impact. So first it is an impact, and second it is positive. Uh, uh, we know that there are lots of other things that can happen with AI, and we will talk about that more towards the end. But in terms of positive impact, what are the areas you think AI will have the greatest positive impact? So I can see four of you have voted, but since there are at least 20 of you, maybe you can all vote. Yeah, somebody had said all industries. There's no choice in my thing saying all industries, but yeah, definitely AI will impact all industries. But in your estimation, what do you think is the greatest positive impact of all these? Okay, so while you're doing that, let us uh, go ahead uh, to the next slide. And that's about the job market. So obviously, if you want to invest 2 years of your life to gain a new skill, then you also want to know what kind of opportunities are there for you. So uh, as you learn in a degree program, in a master's program, to apply AI to real world problems, you also want to know, okay, what are the avenues out there? And so there are some straightforward direct areas such as data scientists and ML engineer uh, and AI engineer, NLP engineer, things like that. But there are also many areas in which real impact can you can be an agent of greatest AI impact in the real world. So applied researcher is one of those, right? If you get into an organization, a research organization, that's one area. AI product manager. So these are people who actually try to understand the problems customers have and then try to figure out the products that satisfy to solve those problems. AI ethics specialist, more and more as we go on in this journey, we're going to find that ethics and human alignment is going to play a huge role in the way we use AI. And those of you who get into this area early will no doubt be highly sought after in the years to come. Um, so just as there's another misconception that AI is going to take all our jobs away, and I think some people in AI also have contributed to this. And yet, AI is also uh, going to spawn new AI-related roles, and some of these have already started being rolled out, and over the next few years, there are numerous new roles that are being rolled out. I mean, even in terms of if we thought about our own situation today, 5 years ago, nobody kind of thought, okay, that there'll be a role called drone operator, right? But today, that is like one of the really important skills, particularly if you're in to surveying or advertising or several many new areas uh, to come up in the future. And generally, the salary scales are also expected to be above those that even of those who actually pricing. But these are coming off from uh, various surveys and various think tanks, including the World Economic Forum. So it's not just about knowing AI, but applying it. And in order to know where to apply, apart from the technical skills, we need at least these two other skills. And one is, of course, the domain in which you want to apply. And the second is the business application, the exact business application. And so uh, I'm sure you may have heard terms like a full cycle developer or forward deployed engineer. So these are new roles that are coming that require a person in AI to be aware of the entire stack, the entire life cycle. Um, so playing the roles from business analyst all the way up to quality assurance. So these are the new kind of roles that are going to come up, and therefore um, uh, not just the technical depth, but also your domain expertise. And this is why it's difficult to be an AI expert across all domains, right? You will find going forward, even even the large language models and Gen AI will eventually give up this notion of being all-knowing to being domain experts, right? So knowing a domain thoroughly is going to become really, really key. And then, of course, communication skills. We've already seen that, if you're obviously trying to understand a business application, you need to have really, really good communication skills to read between the lines, to read body language, to articulate what the the actual person facing the problem may not be able to articulate. Uh, so there are many other uh, uh, job roles that are listed in many sites, such as applied AI specialist, uh, intelligent automation consultant, AI solutions consultant, digital transformation leader level, AI governance, risk professional, risk assessment in AI is another huge area. Um, and then, as I said, domain specialists in particular domains. So your existing professional experience is not replaced by AI, but it's enhanced by AI. So we're going to look at another. Yeah. So from the previous poll, it seems like most people think healthcare is one of the areas, and I think that's correct, as well as education. Well, we do hope in education there will be big applications. So the next uh, engagement is with another multiple choice question. This one I have actually restricted it to a single answer. Which AI related capability would most strengthen your career? So I've given 6 options. And these are like meta level skills, right? So think about it a bit. Out of these 6, which AI related capability would most strengthen your own career? Give it a little thought. uh, while we look at what these advanced skills are. So it seems still wondering whether people haven't found the Slido page. So slido.com, and the hash room is 28726. 28726. You should see a poll, and in this poll I have only allowed a single option, single most important capability to strengthen your career. So yes, developing intelligent products and services. Yes, so the ability to figure out um, intelligent products and services. So that has been voted the most. The analysis, okay, the leading AI adoption and digital transformation. Yeah, so that's a very high level role, and I'm happy that some of you are thinking in that strategic way. Uh, yes, and then analyzing data for better decisions. I think this has to pervade all our areas. Automating business processes. And I'm happy that at least one of you said understanding responsible and ethical AI. I think increasingly this is going to be a very, very important area. Okay, so now we have a competitor here. Our competitor is not really the other AI engineer, not really the other ML engineer, right? It is the domain expert, right? So now these AI tools are becoming so easy to use. Um, you you may realize that the programming language for these tools is no longer Java or Python or C Sharp. It is English. It's English. And so English is common language for tech people and non-tech people. So we have medical people who can now use English prompts to develop clinical AI systems and diagnostics. So these become our new competitors, right? On the law side, there are tech-savvy lawyers, and very soon, I'm sure, young judges who will be some of your competitors, right? In finance, okay, there are people who are using or aware of trading models and how you can customize them, how you can prime them to do the kind of trading you want them to do, risk analysis. Okay, and in engineering, of course, we have people who are knowledgeable in automation, knowledgeable in on the factory floor, who will also get onto these tools. And so that's why it's important for people in tech to kind of get specialized in some domain to a level that they can compete with these domain experts. And this is not impossible now, mainly because, again, of what LLMs bring to us and Gen AI in general. So most of the uh, new models are multimodal. Multimodal in terms of input, and so you can put text and voice and video and images. And the really powerful ones are also multimodal in terms of output. So they can not just give you reports and text, but also graphs and diagrams and images and even uh, movies or videos, right? So uh, we need to be uh, we need to have all these two on two hands, the domain expertise on one hand and the AI tools in the other. So we have uh, um, so one of the things is to target high value problems, move beyond the routine reporting and task completion towards finding opportunities and improving outcomes. So what we normally do is we concentrate on outputs, right? Outputs. So can I predict something? Can I? So we stop at that level, right? But we need to go to the next level. What are the outcomes? Right. So as a result of this output, as a result of this prediction, as a result of this insight, what changes can I make in my company, in my uh, school, in my university, my research organization, right? And then beyond that, of course, is impact. And generally, it's harder to measure because impact also affected by many other factors around, not just our intervention. Make stronger evidence-informed decisions. So in the future, most of our decisions, right, should be uh, evidence-informed and um, not only um, our intuition. And we can help teams adopt new ways of working responsibly and effectively. Right? So these are also two sides of the coin. Sometimes to be effective, we forget responsibility, and that's not going to be an option moving forward. Right? And then build capabilities that also cross uh, your divisions in your organizations. So, so the years to go to senior roles has been suddenly cut down, right? In the past, to be go to a senior role, you had to spend many, many years in a junior role. Today, with Gen AI, and if you are focused and purpose driven in your use of Gen AI, you can mature very, very fast. So the question is not whether AI will change your field or my field, but because it already has, uh, it has changed, and you can already see its impact and the impact it will have on careers that change. And as Darwin has said, it's not the most intelligent nor the fittest who survive. It is the ones that are most adaptive. And so this is an inflection point in technology. In fact, for most people, believe it's an inflection point in our overall evolution, right? And it's uh, going to separate, as they say, the men from the boys. It's a bit sexist, I know, the women from the girls, right? Which is like those are who are the ones who are able to adapt and develop the skills that fit in the new gaps that are emerging. Um, as a final messages, I would like to say that the future belongs to those professionals who can connect human needs, organizational challenges with the data and the tech that they have in order to create measurable impact. What real world problem do you want to solve with AI today? Okay, I've left the Q&A open, but I don't see that you have got very conversant in asking questions on the forum. But we can have a live Q&A, right? So we can have a Q&A where you just unmute and ask a question, or you can type it in chat, or you can also still put your question in the Q&A in the Slido poll.
Hi, hello.
Yes, can hear.
What is the difference between MSc in AI engineering and applied AI?
Okay, thank you.
And why are some university giving like MSc in AI, the plain word AI? And why here two parts, AI engineering and applied AI?
Okay, I couldn't quite pronounce your name, Rice. Thank you for that question. Yes, so a very good question, because there is, I guess behind that question, there is this also this, what do you call this, suspicion that there's a lot of hype, and that's quite true. There's a lot of hype around AI. Uh, the phone I bought has at the back, it says AI camera, and I'm like really uh, rolling my eyeballs, because in what way is that AI? Um, so a lot of degree programs also have sprung up on AI. Each of them has, so the best way to see what they are talking about is to have a look at their course modules. So at IIT, we have these two different degree programs, Master of MSc in Applied Artificial Intelligence and MSc in AI Engineering. Today's session, I think yesterday you would have, if you joined that session, you would have heard about MSc in AI Engineering, which is, as the name suggests, for people to developing AI technology. And today's is about applied artificial intelligence, and that is for people who want to apply this technology to solve real world problems. And so the main difference is in terms of um, focus. In terms of focus, in this program, the focus is on how do we use AI to solve real world problems, and part of that will be, of course, learning to recognize the places where AI technology can be used to solve problems. I hope that answered your problem. You can your question. You can, of course, you're welcome to follow-up question or
So
ask.
in this course, are we develop AI system?
Sorry.
In this module, do we develop AI solution?
Of course, yes, yes.
And do we deploy that AI system in the real industry like a cloud?
Yes, of course. Ms. Sadia will talk you through some of the courses that are lined up. Um, but yes, uh, in uh, developing, so first, obviously, we have some raw material like the data and the algorithms, and then we develop, and then we need to make sure that we have a good idea of how accurate they'll be, and then to deploy. In fact, after deploying, we have to also monitor, and that cycle is what is normally known as uh, ML ops or AI ops, which is the equivalent of DevOps in today's context.
Okay, there are 6 modules. How many lectures do we have?
Can I answer that question,
How
sir?
many? Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Miss Shadia, it's okay if you answer for the
Yeah,
module
right.
related questions.
Okay, thank you, Bryce, for the question. So we have 7 modules. So each semester, if you're enrolled in the part-time program, each semester you will have 2 modules. So each module consisting of 12
Miss
weeks.
Shadia, it's better if you can share the screen with the module
All
course
right.
guide. Okay.
Oh, I hope you can see my screen as well as hear me well.
Yes,
Yes,
we
Miss.
can see.
Right. Okay. So this is the module list. Let me scroll through the module list. So here we have the modules. These are not in the order of teaching. First of all, we start with the foundations of artificial intelligence. The importance of this program is we do go in the order. So we have foundations of artificial intelligence and programming and maths for AI taught in the first semester. So when you join at the beginning, you will be taught these basic modules where foundations of artificial intelligence is spanned across 12 weeks. Each week, 3 hours of contact hours. 3 hours of contact hours and then 12 weeks. So we have 36 total. And then programming and maths for AI is also taught in the same way. So both modules will be taught during weekends. You wanted to know the duration or the number of modules? Any other questions? You can.
So there are 7, for example, 6 module. How many lectures are there teaching? One lecture teaching all module or how?
Lecturers, you mean?
Yeah.
Right. Lecturers, we have a panel of lecturers comprising both academics and industry experts. So you will not get the same lecturer for each module. We will have different experts, domain experts from the industry, from the state university, and from IIT itself. So it will be a panel of lecturers having expertise in all these areas. For example, we are teaching applied AI industrial decision support systems. It will be somebody definitely having an industry exposure. So we are teaching applied AI. So you will be definitely given an industry experience as well. So we have lecturers who are taking different modules depending on their availability and the subject expertise. We will be having different lecturers for different modules.
So each module, how many assignments we have?
Assignments depends. Most of the modules will have 2 courseworks, 2
Okay.
assignments, right somewhere in the 3/4 of the module you have one submission, and then at the end of the module you will have another submission.
So examination is the final one, right?
Final exams are hardly given now. UK universities, they don't rely on final examinations. As you know, this is a applied AI program, so we do not have final examinations. It's all based on practical applications on what you have learned in each modules.
So we don't have any examination.
Not at the moment.
Okay. So only assignment based, right? Assignment and course.
Yes, coursework based.
Okay.
You may have in-class tests on and off just to check your knowledge, but then they are all formative. Mostly what we focus on is the assessments, which are courseworks, practical side of the module.
Just to
So
add
there
to
are
that,
no any written examination, correct?
each coursework is accompanied by an interview. So where you will
Yeah.
generally be interviewed on your work.
So once the coursework is submitted, so for example, now the foundations of artificial intelligence, if you take, you will have a coursework based on a given project, a real world system. So you have the data and then the solution, and then the solution. With the solution, you have to provide the report, project proposal, and then the video demonstration, code explanation. Likewise, you have several components under the coursework, and then at the end of the submission, the lecturer might take you through a quick viva session or a small interview kind of thing to get to know how you did this. So you just have to explain what you have done and how you did it.
The grade system, each module we have a grade system, right?
Yes. Each module you will be awarded a grade. For each coursework, you will be awarded a grade. It's a mark. It's a mark for each. Now, for example, if this module has 2 courseworks, each coursework will be given a mark, and then its weightage is given 50-50 or 60-40 depending on the assessment type. So the overall module mark is calculated based on the weight.
Okay, thank you. And what is the
Thank you.
programming language? Mainly focused on Python and frameworks and all.
Yeah, we do Python and the common ML and deep learning frameworks. And then we have the cloud computing, applied computer vision. The programming language mostly remain Python, and then the lecturer might introduce you through to various libraries and frameworks,
The
tools.
latest libraries and
Later.
tools.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
If you have any questions regarding MSc Applied AI program, career opportunities, entry requirements, or any other related topics, please feel free to ask your questions.
Hi, good evening. I'm Chamara. So I
Good
want
evening.
are the lectures online or in person?
We do have all in-person lectures because the university is requiring in-person lectures. At the moment, we run all in-person physical lectures.
Thank you.
Are there any more questions?
There are two optional modules, right? Applied computer vision and big data and cloud computing. Hello?
Yeah,
So a student should take only one, right?
one. Yes, correct. The whole
But
number of credits will be 120 for the master's program. So we have 6 taught modules and one project. So one of the modules out of applied computer vision and big data and cloud computing, you can have a selection. You can choose which area you will wish to learn.
because both modules are very important, that's why.
Yes. You can decide on which module that you are taking.
Any student can take two, is that possible?
Number of credits will be awarded only for one. But
Because
if you wish to sit and
because
learn,
applied
you can just
You can audit it, of course. You can audit not for credit, but you can do audit. That is, you can come for classes. Yeah.
come for
yeah,
classes.
that is the one I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because both module very important.
Yeah, you can submit only one coursework, which will be graded, but you can
Can
come
attend
for
other
lessons.
module.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Are there any questions?
The duration 1 year, they say the Saturday morning 8:30 to until 5 p.m. and Friday 5:30 to 8:30. Is that confirmed?
It's like this. We have two pathways. One is the full-time option and one is the part-time option. If you do go to full-time option, you can finish it in 1 year. That is, each semester you will have to cover 3 modules. So we
Yes.
usually have lectures only on Saturdays if it is part-time. We will only have 2 lectures on Monday. So it's 2 lectures, 2 subjects taught on Saturday. The third subject, if you are taking, it most probably will be offered on a weekday evening if you are enrolled in the full-time program.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I think we can conclude this, right? Are there any more questions? Right. Thank you very much, Dr. Wan, for that insightful session. Before we conclude today's webinar, we have a special announcement for all the participants who join us today. So as a token of appreciation for your participation, so all the attendants for today's webinar will receive a special 50% discount on the MSc Applied AI program registration fee. This exclusive offer is valid for the September 2026 intake only. For more details, our team will be happy to assist you after the session. Once again, thank you, Dr. Wan, and thank you, Ms. Sadia, for joining us. And thank you to all the participants for taking the time and join today's webinar. We hope this session has provided you with a better understanding of how MSc Applied AI at IIT can support your career growth and help you become part of the next generation of AI professionals. We look forward to welcome you to IIT. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Piara. Thank you, Dr. Wan. Thank you, all of you.
You're welcome, Ms. Sadia.